Hey y'all, I'm Hanai, Queen Hanai, and I'm just here to help you all when it comes down to the Sister Lock game, because a lot of you are misinformed, a lot of you are unaware, and I know what you're thinking. Who's this girl with this wig? You know, her edges ain't all the way tight right now. Y'all, how does she know anything about Sister Locks? Listen, okay, what is Sister Locks? What is Microlocs? Let's get into it. So with SISTERLOCKS, that is a trademark patent. Okay, let me put my tool down. It is a trademark patent that has been formulated by Dr. Joanne Crowell in California. All right, back in the early 90s. She was actually working in corporate America, and she wanted for us to represent ourselves, right, with our own natural hair, right, but still have a nice sophisticated look. Hence the birth of SISTERLOCKS. All right. So she created 4 different patterns, 4 different formulas for every single hair texture that has a curl to it. So if you are, we call it low density, have low density hair, or if you have high density hair, right? And by low density, in the normal sense, it's thinning hair, right? Someone like myself who's healing from alopecia areata, I had to use a specific pattern. But for someone who has thick hair, then there's a different pattern for them too, right? So with that, just continuing on, that's SISTERLOCKS, okay? There's paperwork, there's the consultant or the trainee, right? Actually going to these classes, getting the courses, getting the certifications. Then this is like a yearly continuing education. We have to submit paperwork. You know, sometimes we even advance and become ambassadors, and we teach others how to do SISTERLOCKS. So it's a whole community, right? And it's really powerful. It's really amazing what this movement has started. It's allowed us to embrace our natural hair, right? So I love that. Now, with Microlocs is low-key like free game, right? So you'd have variations of Microlocs. For me, as a brand, Crown Beauty, right? When I say Microlocs, that's not micro twist, that's not micro braids, that's micro twist and micro braids. Microlocs is a small interlocking method that is very similar to SISTERLOCKS in size, but it's not micro twist and it's not micro braids. Sis, let me tell you why you should honestly never get micro twists. Maybe micro braids. I still don't recommend that. But let me tell you why. Let me save you your coin. Let me save you, sis, the time, being in the chair for hours, your booty hurting, you hungry, all to get an install that may not give you the best look that you deserve, the look you've been going for. Let me save you, sis. Let's lay this law down. Okay. Let me tell y'all something about micro twists. I know it looks pretty. I know it does. I know when you first get started, you see, ooh, the twist, and it just looks, your hair looks all full and nice. And then your hair gets puffy, and you're thinking, oh, my hair is locking, it's filling up real nice. And then your twist starts to separate from itself because it's twist. And any old twist is gonna puff and unloosen itself because anything twisted can be untwisted. Child, let me tell y'all the amount of clients that I've had. And again, I've been doing this for a while. I'm 13 years strong in this game. I know I don't look like you, I look all young and stuff. Hey, but baby, I've seen the horror stories. I've seen it. I've seen the repairs I have to do for my clients personally, and I'm just like, why? I'm just like, oh man, I wish you came to me sooner. And they all were like, yeah, I wish. No more wishing, sis, because I'm about to lay the law down for you. With micro twist, this is the reason why I personally don't suggest it, nor do I offer it as a service to my clients. One, you literally have two different patterns. Ooh, let's continue though. Twisted, right? Eventually what will happen is your hair will loosen from the environment, from your, just days on, and it will loosen. And then it will split in two. So now you have your interlocked piece on top, but then your loose hair at the bottom. When you do micro locks the right way, you start from the bottom all the way to the top. Let me suggest to you another reason why I don't suggest micro twist. Two, when your hair eventually grows out, here's the fight that's happening in your hair. You literally have two different patterns happening. So you have your interlocking at the top, and then you have your two-strand twist. So what will naturally happen, because one is interlocked, so interlocking is literally you're interlocking your hair in a clockwise rotation. And if they're not doing a clockwise rotation, baby, that's another reason. Anyway, there's another video. So interlocking pattern, and then you have your twist at the end. So your twists are gonna get bigger than your interlocking. So you're gonna have smaller interlocking hair and thickness at the bottom. And then eventually your twist will turn into a bulk. I'll make sure I post a picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about from one of my clients, okay? So it'll have a thinness and then it'll have a thickness, right? So then it'll be heavy at the bottom, but then when someone's ready to interlock your hair, it's gonna be tight to get through the root, because what's happening at the root is not the same thing that's happening at the bottom. I wouldn't want that. Love you all. Signing out, Hanai here, giving you all some tips and tricks, laying the law down on how you deserve to get your lock started. All right, take care.